In this video we have some spins, some bumps, some splashes, some more splashes, and a bit more grass. We are back at sunny Sunderland for round 4 of Karting North East. Something a little bit different today, and I'm pretty sure I might have said this in my last video. So if you didn't get your entries in time, you've missed out. We are going to be racing in heavyweights. Now the main reason for that is because somebody may have forgot to actually book themselves on, which means that we've got to make sure that we're wearing our heavy suit, heavy clothes, and also maybe something in our pockets to make sure we can get up to weight. And also maybe it is a good thing that it is wet, so we will absorb plenty of that as there is a couple of puddles on the track. We'll make sure we use a seat insert this time too, just to make sure that it's fair. So it is going to be a little bit different, racing people that we haven't raced with in maybe even ever, who's been at the top end of the grid. Let's see how we do fare between the heavyweights. Now in theory, the bit more weight in the wet is more advantage, especially if you can get higher up. So we're maybe not expecting a podium this time. You're going to want to stick around for this one because honestly, I even surprised myself in these races. Visibility was awful with the rain, so I'm sorry about some of the footage, but I did manage to get a lap with my visor up, so make sure you do stick around. If you do want a full wet weather guide for the rental cars around Warden Law, let me know in the comments below. So we did manage to qualify in 5th place, so we didn't do too bad. However, we don't want to mess up anyone's race who's currently in the championship, because I've already messed mine up, accidentally not booking on. Now there is a couple of people who we have raced beforehand, however there is definitely a lot we haven't. And it's always been said that the heavyweights tend to be a little bit more aggressive, as we may find out as we go into dogleg. So doing not too bad, we went on the inside on T1, however as going down dogleg I get a big wallop from behind, as we can see my head actually going up, but at least we weren't off the track or indeed upside down on our heads. Now T1 I did opt for going for the inside line just so we didn't try to force our way on the outside, which wasn't too bad. We did manage to hit the puddle, so all the water is now inside our helmet and on our lap, and I think we've only lost really 1 or 2 places since then, so not too bad. We can see Chris Shields managed to try to take somebody out going into Centre 1, which has managed to give us a space to get that overtake anyway, but they managed to hold it all the way around the outside, so at least that is a place back to them. So we are currently down in 8th place, so only lost 3 from where we started. Now this is still the first lap and we are pretty bunched up, as I do get a little bump going into the actual chicane as well, but at least we managed to hold on to it and not go over that curb, as we have history with that already. Now we can see a couple of overtakes going up ahead. Now Chris Shield is currently winning this championship and I definitely didn't want to ruin his, so at least I was trying to be a little bit cautious around him, especially not to take him off or indeed make his race any worse. Now I do want to announce something a little bit later on in this video, what's going to be coming soon with me and Chris Shield, but you'll have to wait till the end to find out. Now this last corner I was definitely one of the fastest all day. Now I was pretty fast in this time, but I do get faster as the day goes on, as I do get tighter and tighter on that little kink to the right. As we can see, we are now on the bumper of Chris going down the straight. Now I just want to skip to another part of what's happening on the track. A little bit further back we just have some more off-roading. We can see the marshal jump out the way because that person was definitely not letting off down that straight. Now I just want to skip a couple of laps ahead. As we can see, we are right on the bumper of Chris, but we are in a little bit of a gaggle because we managed to catch the carts up in front. As we can see, really tight going through that last corner, which I've just got the speed, and it's allowed Chris to actually overtake the cart in front and me just give that little bit of a boost at the end of the straight to try and make it stick as well. Now the person didn't want to let that slide. As we can see, he tried to go down that inside, but it's just not grippy there at all, so we can just see him go wee straight off. Now while we're having some fun at the front of the pack, there's some epic things happening behind us, and I don't think he could do it even if he tried, but he did an amazing 360 going off that last corner, so well done him. Now again, just cutting to further on in the next lap, we are coming on to our favourite bit of the track right now, which is the last corner. We can see just how much tighter I make it compared to Chris. I just get the run going down the straight, get the traction, and there is another move done. Now we do skip further along on the same lap and we can see we are right behind Kev Hunter. Now I will say sorry now because I do know you watch the videos, but I believe you braked well too early than you should have. which just meant I went into the back of you. Now, at least no harm done, you didn't come off, but I know you were a little bit angry as the day went on, but I'm glad there's maybe a smile on your face, as Jamie, as we see in the other videos, did really well in his race, to be perfectly honest. And also, because I know you're going to be watching, we're just going to catch when you make a mistake. So take note of this corner. You maybe were on the edge of the brakes, getting a little bit wide going into gasworks, but then when we cut to the same corner on the next lap, you tend to do the same thing again and just go a little bit wide. So thank you very much for that easy overtake. And then nothing extra happens, so we will skip to the end of the race, or indeed the last lap, where we are right behind Anth. Now going through the last couple of corners, we can see we are right on his bumper, and again we might just have one last chance to get one more position as we come on to my strongest part of today. So going around the horseshoe, coming to the last corner, again we can see us keeping it nice and tight, getting really close to the curb. We can actually see us pull alongside Ant, and we can see him trying to push that car a little bit further, but I'll be nice and actually brake to give him that position, which he realised that at the end, so we do with the sportsmanship and just say good race completely and have that little fist bump. Right, that was first race in heavyweights. We can see exactly where I qualified then, and since it is wet, we may as well get the old suit out too, as we don't want to ruin the new one just yet. It was a bit interesting. I think that the fog got a little bit heavier. If we're looking behind us now for the lightweight race, which I should have really been in it, this eased off a little bit, but I'm definitely a bit wet. The drive home in the wet underwear will make a bit interesting. Definitely want to shower as soon as I get out. But maybe that race wasn't too interesting. We got a couple of overtakes. We saw at least a couple of known faces, where we've got Shield, we've got Anthony Deverill, but then some new faces, well, who I have no idea who they were, because especially when people are wearing wetsuits, everyone looks the same. Hopefully learned a thing or two in the wet here as well. I know a lot of people are new, kind of getting it a bit wrong, and to be honest, no one thinks, oh, it's wet, I want to go karting, unless you're a duck. But let's see exactly how we do in the final. Right, so race 2, since we finished in 5th in the last one, we start 5th in this one. So quick try to clean the visor as best we can. Keep an eye on Ant on our left hand side. He decided to go on the red, which then we're going to see him shake his head because he knew he did the mistake, and we can see him just going a bit backwards at that point. However, it doesn't last backwards for long, as he does catch up to us pretty quick. Same again, we're thinking about going the inside. We don't really want to barge our way around the outside. We don't lose in many positions. I think we are still back in the 5th place. We get a nice little tap from behind, so thank you very much. And again, decide to go on the inside, not to crash into anyone there. Sticking it all the way on the inside still. No idea how we haven't lost all these places, and then we've lost an extra 2 going in, and there's Ant again. So we're pretty much where we start. It's not too bad. We can see 2nd place made that lovely mistake and decided to do some pirouettes in front of us, so thank you very much. Now we are feeling very confident in this kart. We just decided to go down the inside of Ant and Chris there, and we managed to make it stick. However, Shield has managed to keep it round the outside, but then at least we can get the switchback going round or into Senna 2. Now we do manage to make this stick. Shield was actually pretty kind to us. He could have probably barged us in to keep the position, but he definitely didn't want to ruin his race. As said, he is currently leading the championship. And as mentioned before, we've got a little bit of an announcement that we are teaming up once again to do the Karting Northeast Endurance Race. So it's the first time that they are doing an endurance in the higher karts. So if you haven't already, try to get yourself booked on for the 19th of May. You can either have light drivers, a light heavy, or heavy, and I believe there is trophies for each category. So it's going to be an interesting one. It is on a Tuesday night, and one of the drivers do need to be doing the championship, but at least if you want a guest appearance, team up with one of them. So it'd be great to see some other drivers there. Now back to the race. As you can see, we still making that last corner work for us. We have managed to get that overtake done and right on the back of Lewis. Now again, we are feeling very racy in this one. We have Hayden going off currently in the distance. Now Hayden is, and everyone will say this, one of the best drivers, especially in the wet, around Warden Law. So one of my goals for this one is to either be on pace with him, or indeed try and get that extra edge on him. And we'll find out at the end if we manage to do so. And since I am feeling very confident in this one, I do think about going for the inside on Senna on Lewis. However, maybe didn't go in as hard as I should have, as he's managed to get this switch back onto us. We are on the inside for centre too, but again he managed to hold it around the outside, so really well done. We do lose a bit of ground on him, but at least we know we do have that edge of speed right now. Now there was somebody on my outside there, so I couldn't actually get the cut into the chicane as much as I wanted. However, it did still get a good run out of it. We can see we're right on the bumper of Lewis. We know there's quite a lot of grip currently on the new tarmac going into Gasworks. We managed to go down the inside, a little bit of a tap from Lewis on the exit. However, we've managed to make that move stick. So we are now in P2 right now, and we want to chase down Hayden as best we can. Now, gonna be honest, we did make a couple of mistakes trying to push the car a little bit too far coming off the track now and again, but we still did secure that second place. So what I want to do is just want to cut to a fast lap, and also with the visor open, so you are able to actually see the track rather than looking through a very blurry visor. Now, as mentioned before, if you want me to have a rundown of the wet lap, please do drop that down in the comments down below, and I'll go through exactly why I'm doing the lines that I'm doing. So we will cut to the end of the race on the last lap, and again, Heavyweights has been extremely sportsmanship. In each round had a handshake on the track, so thank you very much. We did manage to come second, and also we did manage to get an extra 10th on Hayden. So I was very chuffed with my first round in Heavyweights, felt we did really well. Now there is no outro on this video because I was extremely wet and just wanted to get home for that shower. So I'll leave you with that. If you did enjoy the video, smash that like button, and I'll see you on the track next time.
Feels so good.